Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to KocoSports. It's where the world's going to cash, home for comic sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Coco from DAVKOCO.com, and we are reviewing New Japan Dominion 2022. We are about to ask the most important question of all time. What did you think of it? Win, loss, or tie? And yeah, and interesting. Did you see the whole event? I kind of want to see. I want to get a feel for how much people are actually watching New Japan more than just the reviews or just skipping to your favorite matches. I just find that to be a little bit interesting. We did a watch party of this on twitch.tv/KocoSports. Thank you for all those that hung out with it. We do watch parties for New Japan. We do watch parties now for Wrestling-Universe. We'll have Noah DDT. We also do watch parties for AEW and Impact. And we're going to slowly but surely expand into more and more things. I am giving this... this is a tough one. I'm going to give it a weak win. With the mindset of, okay, it's another reset. 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 And I also wonder because, like, the Twitch live audience watches the whole event. And they're there with us. And the reaction I get from them, granted, both these are two small communities. I have two very small communities, so let that be known. But the reaction I get from the live audience and the reaction I get from the YouTube audience are different reactions. So I'm kind of wondering, is just Twitch a more negative? Well, I guess would be more positive. I don't know. I just find that to be interesting that you get two different things, and some of these things in New Japan for Dominion, some of it they smashed out of the park and were absolutely amazing. Some things were disastrous, and some things were even worse, just completely average. It was a mixed bag. It was an absolute mixed bag, and I'm very interested in where it goes. A long time ago, I stopped reviewing WWE because I was like, it's McDonald's. It's cheap, it's easy, it's bright, it's marketing, it's branded, it's everywhere. But as a food critic, you kind of don't want to go into McDonald's and be like, yeah, it's just a Big Mac. Oh, it's just a Big Mac. It's just a Raw. It's just a Raw. So you kind of like, you're like, okay, I'm going to stay away from WWE. And I see New Japan as a sushi shop. Oh, that's racism. Hear me out. Hear me out. I see it as a sushi shop because when you first go to a sushi shop and you're brand new and you never had sushi, it's delicious. You're like, or you're getting used to it, whatever. Or you get a reaction. You either like, oh, no, it's not for me, or oh my God, this is delicious. And then you get a palate and you like start to learn more and more. And then you're like, ooh, this is my favorite type of sushi. Oh, okay, I'm not going to eat everything. I'm just going to eat my favorite. And then you get to a degree where you're like, ooh, let me check on the chef. For those that don't know, for the sushi, like at a high level, the chef and how they cut it is the most important part. So you'll see like Japanese people walk in and be like, who's the chef? And if it's the good chef, they're like, hey, what's up, Johnny? What's up, Timmy? And then they also have, you come in and you're like, yeah, that's the Japanese noise. And that means it's not Johnny. And they're fucking out. They're like, yeah, I'll come back later. And in America, we are at McDonald's, we're very loyal to a brand. A lot of people are like, no, I love WWE, I love New Japan, I love AEW, everything else sucks. How can I spin this to be good? Where in Japan, they go to their favorite sushi place because of the way it's cut. And if you're not cutting it the same way, they're like, I'm out. But meanwhile, you have new people that are like, oh, sushi's great. Oh, this is my favorite sushi. But once you get to the part where you're like peeking in, what you guys doing over there? Who's the chef? Is Johnny the chef today? Is Johnny the chef? You kind of are looking for the cut. You're kind of looking for the chef. And I feel like that's where I am with New Japan. Like I see younger fans, they're super excited. They're like, yeah, this is amazing. And I'm like, am I too negative? Or am I just looking for the cut? Am I a 5-star chaser? And to me, I just feel like when it comes to AEW and New Japan and WWE and, in general, it's just always like, oh, okay, it's a reset. It's a reset. It's a reset. It's reset. And it's kind of like, I want to see these long-term storylines that everyone talks about that really, you kind of have to lie to yourself that they're there. You follow what I'm saying? So I give it a win, but I definitely peeked my head in and be like, yo, who's cutting this today? Geto? Kikuchi? Okay. And Geto has done some amazing things in the past, and I'm hoping. Now, I take a lot of breaks from YouTube. A, either it's for a nasty divorce. B, it's for saving up for retirement. C, it's for, dude, I don't know, man. I don't have hope. I think you shouldn't review anything if you don't have hope that it's going to be good. I do believe New Japan can bounce back from this. It's going to be hard. I mean, right now, New Japan, according to, I believe, Meltzer, attendance for the Super Juniors final in Tokyo was 3,250. That's insane. That is insane. So maybe they have to go to the North American market more than ever. So I do find it to be an interesting situation, and it's one of those things where when I took a break, it came back. I really dug into Jay White. I don't take any of those words back. Not a single one of them. But he has improved. I do believe if he didn't get the title, he would have got the title sooner. I do believe timing-wise, especially for someone that watches it a lot, when you get the title matters, what you do with it. And I joke that he has to Marty McFly this shit. Geto and him, and I'm glad Geto's his manager, Geto and him really put IWGP, and you could say Kenny Omega and all that, but the contracts, it's a big finger-pointing thing. But to me, the product never suffered until Jay White had the title, and then it, people blame the pandemic, but Noah, the Rice Bowl, other sporting events, to me, Geto and him, a combination, messed up. And now he has improved. I don't know about Geto. Jay White has improved. He's in great shape. He's cutting very good angry white guy promos. They're so original in Japan. What are you, a YouTuber? Self-burn. But the thing is, in ring-wise, he's a lot better than he was. In shape-wise, he's a lot better than he was. His promo-wise is better what he does. Does he lean on, I'm a white heel a little too much? Yes, but I don't know. Maybe that's acceptable. I don't know. I do believe if you watch a lot of Japanese pro wrestling, that is one stereotype you kind of get tired of. I mean, I don't think AJ really had to rely on that because he was a great wrestler. I don't think Kenny Omega, even though he has done it before, didn't have to rely on that. Finn Balor, even though it was his gimmick, he didn't have to rely on it. To me, I don't mind, but like when Will Ospreay comes on, like, you guys fucking hate each other. You guys fucking hate me. And like you could just see it. They're just like, all right, just get in the ring and wrestle. And Jay White, so I don't know. To me, I hope that he relies on his wrestling because, look at El Phantasmo. El Phantasmo can have great matches, or he can flip around like an idiot and scratch backs. And maybe I'm just a 5-star chasing. Maybe I'm like, hey, you know what? The king of sports should be good at pro wrestling. I don't know. But you've got to make Marty McFly this. The company is at an all-time low. You and Geto, your manager, and I'm sure there's other people involved, but, we could point fingers all day. You guys need to Marty McFly this shit. Like, I feel my attitude is, here's the fucking title. Prove me wrong. Prove us wrong. Save us. We are fucking... it's kind of like in Transformers, the 84 movie. You're giving them the Matrix, and they're like, save us. We're fucked. We're totally fucked. We're at one of our lowest points ever. Jay White, you got the power. You got the touch. It's time. Fucking, if a bunch of fucking nerds think The nerds have given up. Let's be completely honest. We've given up. Just save us. Like picking a great champion. What the fuck, man? Those days are over. I do believe you deserve the title earlier than this, but not as early as you got it. Timing matters, timing matters, yeah. Timing matters, like the Tokyo Dome was packed and rocking for the Rice Bowl. But night 2 of the Wrestle Kingdom, 48 hours later, it was the most empty I've ever seen the Tokyo Dome. Timing matters, yeah. So, I wish you nothing but the best of luck and save us. That's it. Good luck and save us. Because we fucking need it. We goddamn fucking need it. Especially for the main event scene. All right, let's break this down little by little. Some things I found amazing. Some things not so much. We're just going to go through it. I'm reading the results off tpww.net. My memory and concussions have been acting up. Maybe I'll do a video on that later. So, I just have to read the results to like trigger memories in my brain. Yeah, concussions, kids. You gotta pay the piper. United Empire defeated Tenzan, Wato, and Taguchi in a shit match. Skip it. Don't watch it. It doesn't fucking matter. You got Ishimori, Ace Austin, El Phantasmo defeat Takahashi, Naito, and Bushi. I am very surprised by the G1 results. And maybe I should do a separate one for the G1, but I am surprised some of the names that did not show up and some of the names that did show up. Ishimori, Ace Austin, El Phantasmo win. It was a pretty exciting match, not going to lie. Then you got Yano defeats Doc Gallows in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Yano will Yano. I am not a big fan of comedy wrestling, but when done right, it's absolutely amazing. Yano is an example of it done right, where Taguchi is an example of it done wrong. I think comedy wrestling is very difficult because if it doesn't get over, it's horrible, especially if you got to do the same thing over and over and over. Like, Taguchi's act isn't working. So he has to go out there and he's going to keep doing it over and over and over. I don't know, man. I feel for him. Not that much. I still think he shouldn't be there. But next, you got the first title match of the night. You got the Never Openweight 6-man tag team championship. You got Evil Show and Takahashi, the House of Torture, defeating Kanemaru, Zack Sabre Jr., and El Desperado via shock arrow. Right now, El Desperado's stock is rising, and I'm really enjoying Zack Sabre Jr. because he's got pep in his step, which I'm always a big fan of. I want the pro wrestlers in the ring to look like they're trying at all times. If there was a fucking standard, and you're like, what is the standard for Coco? What is your standard? When I go to an event, I want to look at you in the fucking ring and be like, that motherfucker's trying. It doesn't matter the style. It could be lucha. It could be hardcore. It could be technical. I want to look in that ring and go, yo, Johnny, come here. Yeah, fucking, you're great at cooking sushi. I'm not going to fucking lie. Look at that. That dude's trying in the fucking ring. And for the short periods that he's come back, he does have a pep in his step that wasn't there before, and his submissions are not over the top ridiculous, which, is a debatable thing. Like, oh, it's pro wrestling. But if you're trying to be a legit grappler, you should do like legit grappling moves. That's just me. I'm sad that Zack Sabre Jr. and El Desperado didn't get a championship, because both of them are improving so much. I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. just the last 2 matches alone, but Evil Show and Takahashi, let's be honest, it's a shit belt for a shit team. Just keep it on them forever. What does it matter? The titles don't matter. The team don't matter. Just keep it up. Next, you got the IWGP Tag Team Championship. You got Great O'Khan and Jeff Cobb defeat Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale via Tour of Islands. They just keep passing this belt back and forth. I do like the fact that Jeff Cobb has a title. I'm a big fan of Jeff Cobb and love to see a bright future with him. Great O'Khan, I feel guilty for making fun of because he's like a legit hero. And I don't know, do you still make fun of legit heroes, or do you kind of look the other way and hope he improves? I guess that's the question of the day. Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale lose the titles. So there you go. IWGP Tag Team Champs. And I think there was a run-in by fucking, what's his name? Rocky Romero? Was that the run-in? Listen, if Rocky Romero's your fucking run-in, don't have a run-in. No offense to Rocky Romero. No offense to, AEW letting us down. But if Rocky Romero's the fucking run-in, just don't. Just don't. I could be wrong. Maybe he ran in another match. Doesn't fucking matter. It's Rocky Romero. All right, next, you got an interim AWA Championship Elimination match. Tanahashi defeats Goto with a high fly flow. So you'll see Tanahashi at the Forbidden Door take on Moxley. So overall, yeah, I'm kind of happy. This was a good match, but I feel like spoilers were out everywhere and everyone knew Tanahashi was. And I feel kind of bad for Goto because Goto is a great wrestler who busts his ass. I joke that he's the 4-star machine. No matter what, you put him in a match, he's going to get 4 stars or better. Him and Ishii are kind of in the same boat. And I don't know, that I was just a tiny disappointed how little people cared about Goto. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm just a little too negative, not pushing the good in life, But to me, I was a little disappointed. Overall, I enjoyed the match. I just feel like the fact that we all knew it was going to happen kind of hurt the match. And by the way, weird fucking thing. Didn't Tanahashi's new hair, I said this on Twitch and people lost their fucking mind. Tanahashi's new hairstyle looks like a hot grandma. Like, if you've ever seen a hot grandma, she's rocking Tanahashi's new hairdo. That's hot grandma shit right there. Next, this, boys, I'm very fucking negative. Oh, but not this. I am in fucking love with this. If I ran an indie federation, I should tell you about Coco Speed, but that's a different video for another day. The 10 minutes. All right, provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2022 Championship 10-minute unlimited pinfall scramble match. Wow, I fucking love this, and I would run a whole fucking company. If I was a small indie, obviously New Japan, AEW don't have it, but if I was a small indie, if I was going to pull an Eric Bischoff and steal from Japan, I did steal from Japan. I was just there, I watched it, I did exactly what they did, but it was a coincidence. I'd pull an Eric Bischoff, except not be a piece of shit, and I would literally make a small indie company with this gimmick. A, it makes you different. B, it's exciting. C, it's awesome. It's a 10-minute match, which I love. Don't do a slow burn if you can't do it. Don't do a slow burn if you can't do it. Don't do a slow burn if you can't do it. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, oh my God, I would love to do, like, a lot of times I'm like, oh man, I don't know, man. I've promoted, did as much as I could without, spending a goddamn dime. I feel like, oh, if I came back, I'd have to do something original. This would be it. I'd pull an Eric Bischoff and the boop, boop, and that would be the whole federation. I love the scramble match, the 10-minute unlimited pinfall scramble matches. They're fun, they're exciting. And the thing is, it hides weaknesses. No one realizes how shitty of a wrestler Taiji is, because it's only 10 minutes and they're going for pinfalls, and every one is 1 point. 1, 2, 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. You get it. And it was beautiful. It was awesome. It was by far one of my favorite things ever. Before they had it for 30 minutes, it was exciting, but I was like, oh, this is a really good idea, but 20 to 30 is kind of fucking boring. And they're like, oh, you think 20 to 30 is boring? How about we just do 10 minutes, the most pins? I fucking love it. I fucking absolutely love it. I saw Wrestling Ranted on Twitter mention it. If I come back to America and I become an indie promoter again, I would want to do something completely different, completely original. As far as, like, I'm still stealing it, it's not like I'm reading word for word from CM Punk's promo and pretending it's a fucking pipe bomb. But I just take that one match. I'd be like, New Japan, you don't need that match. I'd be like, boop. And put it in some warehouse in Florida. And boop. That's my new federation. Thank you. I find it to be fucking amazing. I love it. I can't put this over enough. If you're only going to watch one match, that's the match. I hope this catches on like fire. And, they're always tweaking and changing the matches, which, by the way, this championship was a joke by Okada. But, dude, if it brings this match, fuck it, make more jokes, Okada. I was about to fucking burn my favorite wrestler. Make more jokes to Okada. Like a slow burn that goes nowhere. Anyway, the Dragon defeats Taichi. Score was 11-10 with 10 minutes. And it's just pure fucking excitement. It is pure fucking excitement. And it's such a great idea because you hide the weaknesses. Yeah! I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. 10 out of 10. Match of the fucking night. And very few often do I get excited about something where I'm like, oh my God. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, would you ever come back to promoting? I'm like, nah. I'm like, I've worked for every major company and didn't spend a goddamn dime and made a full-time living in 10 years. I can't top it. But, if I had my own little warehouse, I never felt, I'm like, no, I love being a fan. I'm never going back to wrestling. I see this match. I'm like, I love it. I fucking love it. Anyway, yeah, I love it. It's a new idea. It's an original idea. And it's fucking beyond amazing. Bonkers. Awesome. Next, you have the Never Openweight Championship. Carl Anderson defeats Tama Tonga via gun stun. I thought this match was okay. I'm very happy that Carl Anderson got a title. I feel like it helps the Never Openweight Championship. I feel like it helps bring people back and forth between the countries. He has a ton of history here. So it was average, but I was like, I like it. You know what I mean? Like, when your girlfriend or your mom or your wife makes you something and it's completely average, but you have to fucking put in the old, that's not bad. That's the rating. If your mom, girlfriend, or wife has ever made you something and it was completely average and you went, not bad, that's the rating. I don't know how many stars that is, but that's the rating. Next, I'm happy, sad, and emotional. This is I'm all over the place on this one. The vacant IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match that's barely ever defended in America. Will Ospreay defeats Sonata. Okay, we'll get to you, Sonata, via Stormbreaker. In Japan and on the websites, they didn't advertise this. On Twitter, some people said it was happening, some people didn't. On the Twitch chat, some people said it was happening, some people wasn't. It wasn't on the official schedule, so it was a big surprise. Like, oh, damn. The match was pretty fucking entertaining, three or four Okadas. I'll get back to you on that one. You know what? I'm generous because I'm gonna fucking throw the main event under the bus. Spoiler. I give it 4 Okada. Sure, why not? Maybe that's half a charity Okada. You can't split Okadas. You can't say 3.5 Okadas. It's impossible. All right. So yeah, overall not bad. But Geto. If Sonata was only gonna be gone for the Super Juniors, why strip him of the title? Why is there a strong title and a United States title? Why did you have a vacant title and the title wasn't there? Were you so fucking cheap that you couldn't make another one? Jesus fucking Christ, call your friend Tony Khan. That motherfucker's making 800 zillion belts a fucking day. What the fuck? Call Heel Kevin. Call someone. There's got to be a belt collector somewhere that has the title, you fucking turkey ass. All right. Will Ospreay, good job. Sonata, good job, but I swear to fucking Christ, you should have just kept the title. Listen. Can we make a universal rule? Sit down. 3 months. You just keep the title. If the injury is only going to be 3 months long, you keep the title. 6 months. Interim championship. Love it. 1 year. You're out for 1 year. Then you're stripped. That's it. That's what it should be. I mean, you can't be like, it's 30 days if you don't compete. All right, Moxley would like to have a word with you, you pieces of shit. Make it nice and clear. You're the king of sports. You're supposed to be the real ones. You're supposed to be the sports. I would say if the injury is less than 3 months, you keep the title. If the injury is 6 months, interim championship, and the two champions fight when they come back. Year injury, that's it. Boom, there you go. I mean, the U.S. title, I don't know if it's cursed. A lot of people in Twitch chat said it was cursed. Sorry, I stuttered there a little bit. A lot of people in the Twitch chat said it was cursed. I don't know if it's cursed as badly booked, unless Goto is the curse. Goto, you the curse? I'd say it's Kikuchi, but you know he's not there. All right, so Will Ospreay defeated Sonata via Stormbreaker. He doesn't have the title. Once again, I was about to say clip this. I'm not on Twitch. New Japan's athletes come through. Their booking committee do not. I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm noticing a pattern here. Give it time. Dude, I kid you not. When Will Ospreay won, I was joking that he wouldn't get the title because someone would beat him before they handed him the title. And that motherfucker walked out without a title. What the fuck, man? My sarcasm has become your reality. The fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, the championship, IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Jay White defeats Okada. He deserves it. He probably deserved it earlier. He didn't deserve it when he won it. Okada is not the man he used to be. I am very shocked and appalled that he's in the G1. Like, what the fuck's the point? All right, first off, they worked us good without insulting us. Okada went in every interview in Japanese. He said, this could be the last time I'm wrestling. Every interview in Japanese is like, hey, I'm going to be retiring soon. I have a kid coming. Me and my wife are crazy successful. Hashtag all facts. But he never insulted the fans. He always said, hey, come see me. It could be the last time. Could see me. It could be the last time. But they already announced him in the G1. And, of course, you know, Jay White and Cowboy, they kind of teased it at AEW. I did find it interesting that people in Japan felt Jay White was going to win. And people in America thought Okada was going to win. The majority. Just because of, you know, Adam Page and Okada's interviews in Japanese. And I found that to be interesting. It's almost like you worked a bunch of crowds without having to insult them. Intriguing. Go on. So, yeah. To me, the match, I feel bad. We're in a fucking bizarro world. Okada's the weak point of the match. Okada is the weak point. He's been in a weak point for the last 6-7 months. He's not been wrestling. He doesn't have the heart of the... I don't know if he's injured. I just don't think he has the eye of the tiger. I don't know if it's a gimmick. I don't know if they're afraid to lose him because they're, you know, Noah's growing faster and faster on them. I don't know the situation. I'll show a clip later in another video of me and my reaction. Okada, if you're not going to be Okada and you're very wealthy, just retire. I know New Japan needs you a hell of a lot more than you need New Japan. But really, dude, just if that's the effort you're going to put in, don't. And I don't know if it's Goto booking you this style, but don't. I love you more than a straight man should. I put you up there on the Mount Rushmore. You know, you, Muda. Oh, the rest are debatable. That's tough. I don't know. But, you know, you two are definitely up there. Maybe Kurt Angle? Maybe Bret Hart? Definitely Eddie Guerrero, right? I don't know who my Mount Rushmore is, but you're up there. You're a fucking shoo-in. With that said, I don't even want to see you in the G1. I don't want to see you wrestle anymore. Unless you come back to the G1 with Eye of the Tiger, don't. Go take care of your family. Go be retired. Go live happily ever after. You're one of the greatest pro wrestlers of all time. And Jay White carried you through a match. You're one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And you just don't have the eye of the tiger. You have no heart. You know, it's over. It's over, man. I know New Japan needs you. I know that, like, most fans I talk to in Japan are Pro Wrestling Noah fans and Okada fans. You're this generation's Kenta. Remember when Kenta was a big name? I got to do a video on that. So, I don't know, man. Just take off the G1, man. It's cool. But who knows? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I'm like, hey, how's Okada cutting a sushi? Oh, whoa, he's doing a slow burn that goes nowhere. Okay, I'll be back. But meanwhile, the person that's like, yeah, I love the sushi. So maybe I shouldn't fucking ruin the fun. Maybe that's your legacy. Maybe you're cheap sushi. To me, you'll always be one of the greats. It's time, man. It's time to take a break. It's time to recharge the batteries. I don't know, man. It sucks because I'm a huge fan. It sucks. But maybe I'm too much of an asshole. Maybe I want to see the sushi cut a certain way. Maybe I want to see effort in the ring. And you're the king of sports. It's the Super Juniors. I find it weird. I've been doing this for a long time. I find it very weird how branding works. When I reviewed New Japan a few years back and it was on top of the world, people were like, never said you were too negative. Never. But now it's like, oh, you're too negative. You're too negative. You're too negative. Oh, you expect too much. It's weird that you're called yourself the king of sports, Super Juniors, and having good match is too high of an expectation. It's a weird time we live in. It is a weird time. Jay, I've made videos where I fucking tore you up. Hell, dude, I can't fucking say your name on my goddamn channel without someone saying, say the line! Say it! Say it! I fucking hand you the fucking title. Obviously, I have no fucking say in who gets the title or not. Just fucking save us. You know the big scene from Lost? Say it's not Penny's boat. It's just like Switchblade, save us. Just save us. White guy being angry, we get it. You're a fucking YouTuber. You're every indie wrestler. But white guy getting angry, putting on great matches, being in great shape, you're not a YouTuber. You're fucking a champion. I would lay back a little bit on the old fucking, oh, I'm a heel. It's boring. It's petty cheers. It's petty cheers. No one fucking buys into it anymore. And the thing is, even when it was at its hottest with Prince Devitt, he still delivered in that ring. All I'm asking is for you. You're in great shape. You cut great promos. And you're wrestling better than anyone in the company right now. I'm like making sure that statement is true. I feel it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be proven wrong. But I feel like you're wrestling better than anyone in the company. So all I ask, I once said, you're the worst IWGP champ of all time. I ain't taking those fucking words back. All I ask is for you to save us. I like my sushi cut like you fucking put some effort in the ring. Okay? So yeah, overall, I was all over the place on that, wasn't I? I give it a weak win, and Jay White save us. Just, all right. The one thing that did make me sad was that Noah and Sabre fight and Dominion were on the same day at the same time. That's kind of scary. That's definitely a power move that I should probably do more videos on. All right, this one's been about 30 minutes. I'll probably do one about the G1. I don't know. What am I going to do a video on? Disappointment? Their sushi tastes delicious. It's like, I've had that sushi for fucking 12 years, bro. They're not slicing it right. It tastes delicious. Do you see Archer? It's like, all right. You enjoy your sushi, bro. You enjoy your sushi. I don't know. I don't even know if I can. You know what? I'll recap the G1 right now because I don't think I'll do a video on it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch every night. I don't know. That I was planning to watch every night. I don't know if I'm strong enough. G1, just disappointed. Archer's there. All right. This is the first time you had sushi. Enjoy it. I think this is the largest Royal Rumble. Remember when they did the largest Royal Rumble, but it wasn't that good? They just added more people to make it seem special. I'll end with Muda's line. You worship a god who doesn't love you? And good news, you barely sold over $4,000, so all you got is that god. So, go enjoy it. Jay, save us. overall, it's a mixed bag, but I give it a win. With that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.